The Lightkeeper's Watch, a voice from Lake Superior, by PeaceLoveSunshine. They say Lake Superior never gives up her dead. I've seen enough storms to know there's truth in that. I was a keeper of the light. My hands tended the flame. My boots wore grooves into these stairs, and my eyes searched the horizon night after night, watching, waiting, guiding. They built this lighthouse where the wilderness meets the water. Big Bay, Whitefish Point, Copper Harbor, names scattered along the coast like beacons in the dark. And each tower stood for something. A promise that someone was watching, and I was watching. Back then, the lake was alive with ships, freighters hauling copper, iron, lumber, grain. This was the lifeblood of the North. But Lake Superior, she doesn't care for cargo. She takes what she wants. Storms came sudden. At noon, the lake could be glass. By evening, it was roaring, waves tall as trees, fog so thick you could taste it, ice that clung like armor, winds that screamed. But my job was simple. Keep the light burning. Every night, I climbed the tower, lantern in hand, checked the oil, trimmed the wick, polished the Fresnel lens until it gleamed like a crown. I wound the gears that turned the light. And if something broke, I fixed it. No delay, no excuses. The light could never go out. At Whitefish Point, I rang the fog bell by hand, every 2 minutes, until my arms went numb. Later came the horns. But early on, it was just me and the storm. One night, back in 1902, a freighter limped into harbor, broken and battered. The captain said they'd lost all bearings, but then through a gap in the fog, they saw the light. That moment saved them. And that was everything. I raised my children in the shadow of this tower. My wife tended the garden. We read by lamplight. Winters were long. Snow piled high. Sometimes, the only sound for days was wind through the tower. Still, every morning, I climbed. And every night, I climbed again. It was a rhythm, a purpose, a vow. Some called it a lonely life, but I called it sacred. There's peace in solitude, in doing something steady, something meaningful every single day. I wasn't famous. I wasn't rich, but I mattered because that light saved lives. They don't need us now. Solar power, electric beacons, automation. The towers still stand, but the keepers are gone. Still, when you walk through one, maybe Au Sable, where the cliffs rise above the lake, or Copper Harbor, where the pines whisper in the wind, press your hand to the wall, feel the stone. You might hear our footsteps. And when night falls, and you see that sweeping beam cross the dark water, know this: we were here. We stood watch when no one else would. We faced the storm so others could find the shore. And though time moves on, though our names fade from the logbooks, the light still shines.